Fungi and lichens. Fungi were once thought of as plants but are now classified as a separate kingdom. This kingdom includes not only the familiar mushrooms, puffballs, stinkhorns, and molds but also yeast, smuts, rust, and lichens. Most fungi are multicellular, consisting of a mass of thread-like hyphae that together form a mycelium. However, the simpler fungi, example yeast, are microscopic single-celled organisms. Typically, fungi reproduce by means of spores. Most fungi feed on dead or decaying matter or on living organisms. A few fungi obtain their food from plants or algae with which they have a symbiotic, all people are my relatives and my life is dedicated to their service. My strength acquired by meditation and that of my body shall be used only for the benefit of the people. The three most he had extraordinary knowledge on aerodynamic science, which is seen in his book Vimana Shastra. He was the sage who spread the name and fame of Bharata through wisdom and kindness. Even today, many research scholars and scientists are referring to his book mainly Vimana Shastra, the science of aerodynamics. Powdery vegetative fragments. Examples of lichens: Fruticose, Cladonia potintosa. Apothecium, spore-producing body, branched, hollow stem, secondary fruticose thallus. Foliose, Hypogynia physodes, Sorridia, powdery vegetative fragments produced at end of the lobe, tree bark, foliose, thallus. Stinkhorn, Phallus impudicus, sporophore, spore-bearing structure, gleba, spore-producing tissue found in this type of fungus, porous type, stalk, vulva remains of universal veil. Ramaria formosa, sporophore, spore-bearing structure, stipe, stalk, branch, foothead, branglet. Examples of fungi: oyster fungus, Pleurotus pulmonarius, emerging sporophore, spore-bearing structure, pileus, cap continuous with stipe, stalk, bark of dead beech tree, enrolled margin of pileus, cap, gill, cytospore production, sporophore, spore-bearing structure, stipe, stalk, hyphae, fungal filaments. Section through foliose lichen showing reproduction by Sorridia. Upper cortex, algal layer, medulla of fungal hyphae, mycelium, lower cortex, rhizine, bundle of absorptive hyphae, Sorridium, pore in upper surface of thallus, Sorridium, powdery vegetative fragment involved in propagation released from lichen, algal cell, fungal hyphae. Common earth ball, Scleroderma citrinum. Underground mycelium, mass of hyphae, subtraction of woodland, soil and leaf litter, stipe, stalk, sporophore, spore-bearing structure, scale on exoperidium, outer part of peridium, peridium, wall surrounding spore-producing tissue, exoperidium, endoperidium, gleba, spore-producing tissue found in this type of fungus. Hohenbuchelia petaloides, stipe, stalk, gill, cytospore production, sporophore, spore-bearing structure, fan-shaped pileus, cap. Fringed crumble cap, Satirella condolena, substratum of woodland soil and leaf litter, hyphae fungal filaments, stipe stalk, Peleus cap, sporophore spore-bearing structure. Life cycle of a mushroom. Mature sporophore spore-bearing structure. Vela scale, remains of universal veil, Peleus cap, annulus ring, gill, cytospore production, stipe stalk, underground mycelium. Section of gill. Basidium, spore producing structure. Spores germinate and produce mycelium. Primary mycelium develops from spores, septum, hyphae, crosswall. Primary mycelia fuse to produce secondary mycelium, nucleus. Mycelium forms sporophore. Immature sporophore mycelium. Sporophore grows above ground. Universal veil, membrane enclosing developing sporophore, underground mycelium, stipe stalk, gill, Peleus cap. Universal veil breaks, expanding Peleus cap, annulus ring being formed as partial veil breaks, underground mycelium, volva, remains of universal veil, stipe stalk, partial veil joins Peleus to stipe.